7, 8. Hit the count, dip it clean, stand it up, lock it in. Gym lights, head tight, music loud. Friday night, from the car to the mat. Every rep, every set, all heart, all in. Run it back again. Cheer moms, cheer dads, cheer life, no cap. Wow, wow, wow. David. Cheer Dads Unfiltered.
Welcome back to Cheer Dads Unfiltered, episode 2. Last week was the intro. Tonight, we're getting into the journey. The first 5 months of competitive cheer and everything we wish someone had warned us about when we signed our girls up. So with that being said, Mr. Jeff, my name is Jeff. You had a very good conversation with us last week around just this difference between competitive cheer and high school cheer and how that kind of came up for us as we thought we were in cheer. So when you first signed up, what did you expect cheer to be like when Lauren brought this to you and was like, we'll get Ruby in cheer?
You got to know, the only thing I knew anything about cheer was from being a football player. So, that movie, Bring It On.
Yep. Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
it. Yep.
So that's literally the only thing I
Bring
knew.
It On 2.
Or Bring It On 2.
Or
you know
3.
What I mean? Go Toros. Oh, yes, sir.
It's cold in here.
But that's the only thing I knew about cheer was what I've seen on the sideline as a football player. So to me, I honestly thought we were coming in. They were going to be given pom-poms and do a pom-pom line. That's literally what I thought this was.
Yep.
Even in that movie, Bring It On, that's all they do, right? They get the pom-poms, they do a pom-pom line. Every once in a while, one of them gets thrown up in the air. That's literally all I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you thought.
Yeah, for sure. I was the same way. It was most of my exposure was, when I was playing football, the cheerleaders at our school and things like that. Like I know that I never got to see their halftime routine. So I guess there was a halftime routine that they would perform that had more of the flips and the things and the more kind of like what our girls do. But I never got to see that because I was always in the locker room at halftime, honestly. So I didn't have a lot of exposure to it. You see the girls, football is, I think they do a little bit more football, but like, when they're at basketball games and things like that, they're really just kind of cheering on the team and kind of those traditional cheers that we always hear. Not so much of the lifting and the flips and how technical it is. I think the technicality of this surprised me.
That's where I was at. I only knew like the Dallas Cowboys show, right?
Mhm.
The cheerleaders.
The one that we're forced to watch.
Yes, from episode 1. And doing football, right? We were football dads. That's what we are. That's what we did in high school. And you had the cheerleaders on Fridays bring you like gift baskets before homecoming games and stuff. And it was pom-poms. So for me, when we got into this, I didn't realize like, oh, it's competitive, it's graded, like, and they don't do any of there's not even pom-poms in our groups. We don't have any.
No.
So there's no pom-poms.
There's no
There's
pom-poms.
Zero. Pom-pom.
Zero.
The only
Yeah.
pom-poms are on my Cheer Dad shirt.
Yeah.
It says pom-pom, Cheer Dad, pom-pom. So I'm already out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
it.
And then I realized halfway through, like, oh, this is legit. One of the coaches has won worlds. Like, it's a whole nother like thing out here. And I was shook. I had no idea.
Yeah.
When did you realize, Jeff, like for you, that it was, like this is legit. This is really something.
Honestly, to me, it was legit. I don't even say the first, second, or third practice. I think once the girls finally did that first 3-hour practice where they went and actually learned a routine and weren't just like, well, let's get them put here. Let's get them put here.
Yeah.
Can you do a back kickover thing? Okay, you go here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Once they finally did that first 3-hour practice where they actually started a routine.
Put the whole thing together.
And then
That was choreography.
right?
Yeah,
It was choreography. There you go. Right there.
Yeah.
So once they did the choreography and we saw it from upstairs, I was like, oh, wow. I didn't realize. I thought, that's just kind of crazy to me. I didn't realize that they'd be able to learn that much choreography that fast. I thought it took a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy is they have these all teams every Friday for 3 hours. They learned a whole choreography and it's like real. It's not just, they don't even say like, give me a U, give me an S, give me an A. They don't cheer.
Yeah, and that part of it, the choreography part is really a dance routine, right? I mean, that's really what they're doing. It's a whole dance part. I mean, I think that's the other thing, like I said, it just meshes like tumbling and gymnastics and like your cheerleading, like sideline cheerleading and dance all into like one whole thing. And it's just different parts of it throughout. It just, and they have to learn all of it. They need to be good at tumbling, they need to be good at dance, they need to be good at the lifts. I mean,
Well, I think that's
It's a lot.
the crazy is how serious the practicing and the conditioning is, because you are learning a routine. Our girls have struggled a few times in
Mhm.
it. And then just like the conditioning, the tumbling, you have Ruby in private
Right. Yeah, Ruby's
lessons.
doing private lessons because she wants to get to that next level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have certain levels in our group where you got the girls that have been doing it for a while, so they're at the level where they can do the full cartwheel into the back, kick over,
Yeah.
and what's cool about that whole thing is Ruby's like, I want to be that person too,
Yeah.
so it motivates her.
Yeah.
It truly does.
Yeah.
She sees that and it motivates her. She wants to be on that next level too.
Yeah.
How's Everly like? Really, is she embracing it? Is she wanting to keep going? And
Yeah. She does tumble. She does privates as well. She does it with Carly on Wednesdays. And she wants to. She's a little bit further behind on some of those things, and so she's trying to get like her jumps and things like that together. I know she's working on the kickoff, the what is it, the walkover,
The
back
walkover.
handspring walkover, and things like that. And so I think that it's something that she enjoys getting better at it. But it's something that is completely new to her. I think it's really good for all of our girls because there are girls that are our girls' age who are in that group already. So I think it'd be easy for them to be like, oh, I'm 8. I'm the youngest girls that are here. Like I shouldn't, we should just be in the back or whatever. When they see the girls their age who are doing that stuff, it's like, well, I can do this. I just need to practice and do it. To know that it's possible, I think helps them a lot too.
That's the thing is, I mean, Bella will not stop trying to do the back over,
Yeah.
the back over, kick over, whatever. I still don't get it right. I still don't know what it is, but they, do the kick over and she can't. And it's like, it's a core thing. Like these girls don't
Yeah.
have cores, but yet at the same time, it's been 5 months and they have abs.
Yeah.
They have legs.
Yeah, now that Ruby's been doing it for so long, she has
It's-
abs. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know how long I've tried to get abs and I've never gotten abs? You do like 10
Yep.
back bend over things and
100%.
there's abs.
You can
So
see
here I am.
the definition,
in
the
the-
arms
right,
and
that's
stuff
what-
like that, especially
So
like all the
secretly,
girls that
this
are
is what I'm
lifting.
doing when the girls go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the back
Hey,
bend
I'm
over.
trying- it's like,
You know
can I
what
do
I mean?
is that the key?
Yeah.
That's what the key is.
Yeah.
It's it's just crazy to me just how different this is versus I don't know about the high school side, and maybe our girls will do that. Maybe they will get in the high school sideline cheerleading stuff, but my younger sister did it and it didn't seem as aggressive as what this is, as competitive cheer. Like it's more competitive, it's more structured versus that. So
Right.
very interesting. Let's talk about then where kind of the ecosystem of cheer that nobody really explains. Because as we've done this podcast, we've been around for a few weeks, we're starting to uncover more about the cheer culture. So what you brought up all Team Friday practices.
Right.
What are your thoughts on, like, talking to a dad who's about to maybe sign his girl up and knows his Friday nights are gone for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Give the man some advice.
I mean, what advice do you give? It is literally a 3-hour practice with every single girl, not just on our cheer team, but on the entire competitive cheer for
all locations.
Our gym.
Our gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's what other gyms around the valley or even around the country do, but I know that those children are interacting for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So,
And they sit.
Yeah.
It's
They do.
what's crazy too is like we'll have 12 groups in there, I think. And in that 3 hours, our girls only do maybe 20, 30 minutes of actual work. They go through their routine and then all the other groups have to go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they do some initial practice to begin. There's a lot of stretching and a lot of like drills they do at the very beginning, before they start to actually, But I mean, what's really nice is they get to see the older girls perform, and I think that's what, like, for Everly, it made it more like, for her, it's like they're just kind of jumping back. Like you said, mentioned first couple of weeks, it's like we're just kind of rolling around and it's not really all coming together. And then seeing these like next groups up where it all is like coming together and girls are flying all back and forth, and they're like, "This is what I want to do." I think that really helped her, see what this looks like.
That's what I did like about the all team is like, I remember when we went to our first one, all of us were so in awe of the bigger girls, the bigger groups coming in and
older girls.
Older girls. Sorry.
Older girls.
Said bigger.
I'll save you there.
See, dad's making
Yes.
mistakes. The older girls were incredible, right? They were doing, they were jumping up so high that I had never seen that. And I was like, geez, man.
Yeah.
Like what would you say is the one thing you really have learned or uncovered doing cheer now, David? Because like you went into it, wife said, hey, we're doing this. What's really uncovered? Like the one thing you would tell a dad that no one prepped you for, and now you're like, oh, I really wish somebody told me that.
That's a hard one. One thing. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of it, I mean, the hidden cost was definitely one that would have been great to know ahead of
Yeah,
time.
right.
When I was, going into it, that's just, from my financial standpoint, I like to plan and really can't plan.
No.
There
Um,
is no planning
and I think
at
I
all
too,
for
I
your
mean, I was
finances.
kind of prepped for it, just like I said, with having a daughter who does dance, but just again, it was like that all over again, trying to figure out, like, okay, what's my role going to be in this situation? Um, I think that was just the biggest thing, and I think we've kind of like figured that out. But I think that was the hardest thing when we first started. Is just, like I said, I haven't figured it out yet. I wish there was a cheer dad out there who could tell us exactly what that is. But the best way to be involved, so the daughter feels like you're supporting and you're involved with it, but also not like stepping on anyone's toes.
I like that. And I would agree with that too, because you want to be involved. We're used to the football stuff. We're used to the dads being hands-on or like throwing the ball outside. But like,
Yeah,
I can't help my daughter really with her routines per se, right? My wife has them all recorded on her phone. They watch them,
yeah,
but she does it all on her own with all her mats. I don't know. I don't want to hurt her
yeah.
or like have her help do like an over toss or something and it, breaks her. What about you, Jeff?
No, it's just like you said, Tom. You can't. It if you have a child that's in football, I
Yeah.
can throw a football to my child. I can teach them how to run a route. I can run a route with them.
Yeah.
We can practice those things. In cheer, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not doing any cartwheel to back bend, flip over the. I can't
You're
do it.
not? Come on,
No,
man. I got my
no.
whole
Yeah.
routine
Well,
out.
I told you. No, I told you that once the girls go to bed to get those abs, I've been
Yeah.
doing the back. And it's beautiful. It's graceful like a swan, but
Yeah.
that's just it. I mean, and I think what I learned really quick that this is actually a sport that I can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to help teach something I can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
When that's such a huge debate, everybody always talks about, like, can you teach if you don't do something? Like, I'm in sales, and people will say if you don't do, like, the work of a salesperson, you can't teach another person how to sell. You got to be doing it, or you can't be a
Well, I
dinosaur
mean,
from
and
10
the
years
saying is
ago.
the opposite, right? Like those who can't do teach,
Yeah.
right? Like that's like the
Yeah.
whole thing is that you
Right.
can't do it, you teach it, and otherwise you just be doing it. But I mean, it's hard. And like I said, I work with everybody just like on things that are like just standard things like form of like how to hold your hands and like not
Yeah.
having your arms extended. Like
Yeah.
those are just things that like transcend all, athletic sports of
Right.
how to twist your hips and
Mhm.
those kind of things and bend your back and not lifting with your back and, bending with your legs. And so those are, small things. But, I also find that like if I ask her like, hey, run through your routine, like, they don't want to do that with me for whatever it is. Like when my wife
Oh,
wants to do
yeah.
whatever, but they're like, Dad, you don't know what to, you don't know what you're looking at. Or if I try to critique them, I'm like, I'm watching here. I could see her, coach doing one thing, you're doing something different. And it's like, oh, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is what's right. I'm like,
What's
I can
100%
see
is
it.
they look at us and it's like, they can't do a
And I
cartwheel.
get
How
it.
am I going to listen to them trying to tell me how to do a cartwheel? They can't do it.
I would have done the exact same thing if my mom, growing up was telling me how to run a route.
Right.
I
If my mom was like, hey, Jeff, this is how you throw a football, I'd be like, Mom,
Mom,
let's wait until
go
Dad
back.
gets home and then we'll learn how to throw a football.
yeah.
That's it.
So I get it. I get exactly where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I think it's the smiling thing too, and the precision of the timing. I didn't realize, like, the smiling thing
Oh,
is
yeah, that
weird.
definitely
That
caught me
is,
off guard.
The open mouth, like with their
yeah,
mouth.
I thought like a normal smile, and then all of a sudden, what?
I
I
don't
think
get
we
it.
were in like third or fourth practice, and I looked over our ledge, and I asked my wife, and I was like, "What are they doing?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"That's what they have to do."
I like that it's our ledge. Though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
our
That's
ledge.
our
It's
it's-
our ledge.
We're the upstairs crew.
Our
For the other dads out there, you know how territorial you may be in your
Yeah,
spots
once you
at
get your
events.
spot, you get your seat.
Hey, I know some soccer moms, dads, man. They sit in the same spot every game, and if you in that way, like when they put their chairs down, they'll throw some fish.
I think that's any sport family, right?
That-
Once you've got your spot, that's your spot. Don't
Yeah.
step in my spot. This is where
Yeah.
I'm watching my child do their sport, and I don't have time for you to watch your child in my child's spot. Period. That's just the way it is,
Yep.
and
It's
that's
just the way it
it's
is.
the
It's
way it
etiquette.
is. Some things will never change.
It's the way it should be.
Hey,
It's the way it should be.
It's right.
right?
It's the right way.
it's the respect of it.
So
I thought
maybe that's a sport that we can bring to the Olympics is Olympic parent chair setting up for their child's sports, right?
Hey, parent Olympics is actually pretty clutch. Doing how fast could you make your kid's lunch with all food groups and just watch these people at counters just going crazy.
Well, sampling as you make it.
As you
That's
do it, as you do
dad tax of
Yeah.
age.
Of
you know what I mean?
course,
Like,
of course. I love my son hates that crap. I'll do a parent's tax and he gets so mad. He is like Joey from Friends, like don't touch my food. And so I do it and he will lose it. And he's like, don't touch my stuff, man. Now what I want to ask is, you brought up the dad economics of all of this as being something unexpected. And I kind of want to dive into that because I think a lot of dads, us, with here, we got, hey, we're doing tryouts. Here's a last year's catalog on kind of what it could look like. We don't have pricing, but here's what it looked like.
Yep.
I thought that was it.
it was like buying a car, right? This is what it could be.
Yeah.
What could
And it
be.
was like financed over like
no,
5 months.
not for you.
Oh, we didn't know you wanted the leather seats with the
Yeah.
trim interior and the
Yeah.
extra cheerleading sweatshirts and
Yeah. And like tonight, like we just picked up our sweatsuits for the girls and then new shirts.
Right.
And I'm like, but they already have practice uniforms that I spent $800 on. I already spent $250 on music and bows and,
And they,
all
you know,
of that.
the idea is this is all optional, right?
No, it's not.
optional to do it. But if everybody else is, as soon as one parent does it, then every parent has to do it. Because
it's
then it's
not
like that.
optional. At that
It's that fear
Yeah.
that like your kid shows up and they're the one kid that doesn't have the sweatsuit.
FOMO, fear of
Can we
missing
talk-
out,
Exactly.
right there.
Can we really talk about that? And the wives will be pissed off, but I can't tell you how many times, like, that's straight up what happens. Somebody drops in the chat, we're going to do something. I could do this for the girls. What do you all think? It's silence for like 2 hours. And then somebody will break and be
Yeah.
like, oh, we're in.
We're in.
We're in.
And then
Now
all of a
look,
sudden a
now we're all
side chat
in.
breaks out and everybody's like, this person, what are we doing? I thought we were done.
It's like
And-
that person when you're in a meeting at the end. They're like, does anybody have any questions?
Oh my
And
God.
Everybody's quiet. And then that one person's like, yep. And you're like, oh,
we were so
almost
close."
out. Right?
What was the first unexpected cost that hit you? That like, all right, you knew you were going into it, you knew there was a cost, but like, when did it sink in for you, Jeff?
It's honestly, to me, I honestly thought this was a one-time payment. Here's my payment. We're done. Because the first payment is not like,
It's not light.
it's not light.
No,
right?
it's big, yeah, it's
It's
big
not
payment.
light. Right? I mean, I
5 figures.
right?
Four.
We should
Four.
all be driving around in brand new Ferraris right now. Facts. That's how
Fact.
much we're paying a month.
Per
You know what I
month,
mean?
I can afford that car.
Right?
Easy.
But
Yeah.
anyway, but the second month that I had to pay, I was like, wait, this isn't like popcorn or football where I just pay one time.
They
You
got
know,
uniform.
I
we're
got
good.
I get the uniform,
Yeah.
the pads, the helmet. Maybe I had to go get some cleats, you know what I mean? And then we're done. No, this is payment after payment after payment.
Yep.
It's just nonstop.
And you don't always know what's gonna, the payment just kind of come through. Like there's like the standard monthly one that you get charged every month, and it's never the same amount. There's always something that's tacked on, a competition fee or showcase fee or other things that get added, or uniform
Buy tickets
this
to see
or
your girls
do
actually
this
compete
or
for
like
you.
and then you go to actual showcase at your own gym
And
that
they're like,
you're already
you gotta
paying
pay.
for,
And they
and they charge you $10 a ticket to get in, and yeah, and then there's
then
not
what
even
did
a seat for
Then
everybody.
what did they do to you? Then what did they do to you? Here's a table with flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God,
And
dude.
there's
dude.
again, all the other parents are buying
Dude.
flowers. You'd want your child to not have flowers and be that child.
I think it's more the peer pressure of it all, man.
It is a peer pressure thing.
It is
100%.
It is 100% because again, you're trying to teach the girls that the whole thing about the sheer thing is they're a unit, right? They're all one.
Yeah.
Everything has to match. Even on showcase day and like all team practice, what do they have to do? Hair and high pony. Like I'm talking high pony. If it's off, you're in trouble. Red lipstick, cheer shoes. Like it's got to be down. So if one girl gets the tracksuit, they're all gonna want the damn tracksuit.
But see, I almost got caught in that too with the tracksuit because I don't know if you guys know when they first came out of the tracksuit, they had like little diamonds around the sleeves and the waist. Did
there
you
was
see
like
that?
3 different options. Yeah, and it was like
I'm
$300.
yeah, but which one are we supposed to get? She's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't want to get the one with the diamonds because it's a little bit more expensive. And I caught myself doing it. I was like, yeah, but is everybody else going to have the diamonds?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to
I did the exact same thing with my wife. My wife's like, well, there's one that has less, and there's one that has more, and I was like,
Well-
okay, but like, what is everybody doing? Because if we don't want to do the only one that does the less one, then all of a sudden she shows up, everyone else got diamonds all over, and she's got nothing.
She's got no bling.
I think the hardest part is, I guess not the hardest part. Something I have to remind myself is to not like use that at all when I'm like talking with Everly, because there's times she's like, I don't want to go practice, and I'm tempted to be like, I pay this and I pay this much to go to practice. And the reality, like, she looks at me, she's like, I didn't ask you to pay. Like, I didn't know how much this costs. I didn't ask you to buy any of the sweatsuit. I didn't ask, those kind of things. Like, she wants it, but like at the same time, a lot of it is pure pressure and, like you said, self-inflicted. And then to turn it around on them and be like, well, you have to take this more serious because how much money we pay. It's like,
well, listen, I mean,
it's hard too.
The girls have almost very much quit very many times. They have been exhausted or they've been tired, and you legit have to pay to exit.
Yeah.
Like, in the contract, man, it's like, oh, you want out? Cool, you owe X amount, and you see X amount, and you're like, oh, all right. Like, I guess we.
I mean, it makes sense though.
Blood in, blood out. This is a gang. This is a gang.
But keep in mind, like,
figure it out.
Hey,
this is a gang. It is blood in, blood out.
But I mean, think about what would
Cheer
happen
games.
if someone leaves. I mean, it changes the entire routine.
It would hurt everybody.
Even when one girl is missing during practice.
Oh yeah.
We can't do the lifts. We can't do the pyramid because the base is out.
Let's talk about that, because I think it is hard to find the balance of when to excuse your girl when she's genuinely sick or has something going on versus like, oh, I just don't want to go. But to the same note, what you just said, which is we have had many nights pre-showcase, pre-things that we can't do our stunts because the girls are gone.
Yeah.
We're missing 3 girls. Every night, what's our routine? We head count.
Yeah.
As soon as we start, the wives count. Oh, we're missing so-and-so. I just feel like that's a big piece of
it is. It's
how do you tell these dads, like, don't be a jerk. Don't be telling your kid, oh, you got to go. It's money invested. But also keep them motivated, like, hey, this is a team thing, and they're counting on you to be there.
Well, this is also truly a team thing, right? Like, I mean, like you said, if one person's missing in football practice, we've got 3 other wide receivers on the sideline that can fill in. Here, there is no fill-ins.
We have no bench.
None. There's no
We have no depth.
Yeah, and I think that's the hard part too, is it's also like we have to remember, like, it's our childhood too. Like for Pop Warner, it was like we did that for 3 months, right? And then there was like a break
then
before
you
the
had your
next
whole
one or
year,
whatever.
yeah.
And so we always had breaks for fall break, or they didn't play during summer. With these girls, it's like this is year round. I mean, this is like, I think they had a break during the summertime, but like
You're right back.
we don't get a break after this. They don't do any breaks for spring break. I think we get a break next week for like Christmas break, but like families take vacations, right? Like people want to go on trips. And I know there are people that are on the team who have specifically said that they do not do vacations because they don't want their daughters to miss it all. I'm like, I don't know if that's the best route. You're talking about a year-long, commitment here.
You're talking
They're
about
going to miss some practices.
that also
You're talking about
experience
kids,
things outside of cheer.
I mean, the reality is, exactly. It's just so there's a balance here to remember. Like, they're 8. It's cheer, but at the same time, it's like you want the kids to take it seriously, so you have to take it seriously as well. And so it's a hard balance for sure.
I think so. I have a hard time with it. And my daughter's way too competitive. She's all about it. I don't have too much of an issue with her, but it definitely makes me concerned of, we don't take vacations right now. We aren't planning to do stuff because this is it now. We're in cheer and that's it. I don't want to be the one being gone for 2 weeks. And then she broke her toe at the beginning, remember? Right in the beginning. And she was done for 4 weeks, man. And that hurt the whole team. Ruby had to become a flyer.
Right.
Yeah, she almost quit.
She quit
did
because she didn't want to be a flyer.
But I mean, if you think about that, we're even not going to certain birthday parties because we don't want her to get, because we're not going to the jungle gyms or the elevate.
You don't want her to get sick if she might miss.
We don't want her to get hurt or
get hurt
because we know she's gonna miss. If she breaks her leg, that's season ending, and then what do?
It's just like in football and sports. The dads will relate. Like those quarterbacks, Tom Brady didn't get to ride a jet ski for how many years? 16, 17 seasons?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. You don't get the jet skis on the weekend because you could get seriously hurt. So I think that's pretty crazy, but it's the cost of these things, taking care of them.
Well, also remembering that most kids aren't going to be Tom Brady. It paid off for Tom Brady, right? Imagine if you didn't ever go on a jet ski, you didn't ever do those things, and you were just an average player. And didn't go anywhere. I mean, that there goes your childhood, and you didn't get to pay off. So it's like I said, I don't want to say, but there's a balance for sure. If Everly's available and we're able to go, if she's not sick and we're here. We're going to try to plan any trip around it. Obviously, the practice is on Tuesday, Thursday. You can be gone Friday through Monday and still be back for practice. Right. So
you can.
That's something you can definitely plan around it. But
I wish we had more practice, though. I'm not going to lie. I wish we had it more. 3
hours
hours a week is
last
light.
Week we did cheer every single day that we had. We had a private on Monday, our cheer practice Tuesday, private on Wednesday, cheer practice on Thursday, and then
all team on Friday.
All team on Friday, and that was too much.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
That was
Oh
too
yeah.
much. I
You
was
were tapped.
like, Lauren, this is too much.
Yeah.
Not me, Ruby. You know what I
Oh,
mean? She
yeah.
you just tell at the end of the week,
Yeah, you
she's
can
like,
see it.
I'm done with
Yeah.
cheer at this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I said, it's because they also got school. You know, they got
Right.
schoolwork and homework and everything else. It's like, if their entire life is just school and cheer, and that's all they're doing, they're gonna
Yeah,
burn
but
out.
then I go back to when we were in high school, and every day was football, right?
Every day for 3 hours.
Every day.
Yeah.
And
Every
I
day?
mean, even halfway through the day, I was going to the gym to work out with the football
Part
team
of it.
halfway through the day. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And watch tape halfway through the day. And that was my life.
Yep.
So it's
But that's high
different.
school.
I understand that's
Yeah,
high school.
that's
but
high school.
Hey,
That's
Well, and that's the thing is the dads that are listening might have a 15-year-old daughter doing competitive cheer, right? I can't
Yeah.
imagine having to do high school prep for
Yeah.
college at the same time,
Yeah.
like doing practices all week. You know what I mean?
not only
Yeah,
that, they travel around the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
we're
you know what I
very
mean? So,
fortunate.
like-
We don't do all of that. We're very
Yeah.
lucky to not have to travel. I couldn't imagine like 2 days in advance or a day in advance having to fly somewhere, get up in the hotel, pay those expenses. Because guess what? They don't cover that either, Doug.
Nope.
You got to pay
No.
all of that. And I'm like, no,
No.
I am not. You want me to pay for me to get to the event you're asking me to go to that my girl needs to be
well,
at?
like I said, you'd be shocked. Most parents don't go.
No.
Yeah, it's very much a lot of the girls are traveling together. My sister-in-law actually cheered for USA Gym on that rain team that all of our coaches are on,
Oh, that's
and they
gorgeous.
travel
Oh,
all
yeah.
over the place.
All
and
over.
she when she was like 17, and she would just travel with the older coaches the other older people that were on the team, and they traveled to Vegas. They went all over the place, and her parents didn't go with. It was just too expensive. They
It's
couldn't
too
do it. They
much,
couldn't take the time off, and
It's too much.
I couldn't imagine being 17 on a traveling football team away from mommy and daddy going to Vegas.
I-
I mean, it's
I
trouble.
can't-
It's
with,
trouble.
with 25-year-olds.
Trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
trouble.
25
Bring in
some
Charles
cases,
Barkley. That's
44-year-olds.
Hey,
That's
we
definitely
got
trouble.
some 40-year-olds. Yeah, man.
know, right?
And
Yeah.
in Vegas or it doesn't even matter. A few days anywhere away from your parents, like with grown adults
What
that
can
are
you even
drinking
do at Vegas at
age.
17?
What are you gonna do?
I feel like
boring.
you find something.
I'm pretty sure they took care of
Off
it.
the strip.
All right. Kids don't do that stuff.
Yes, please don't. Stay in-
So now I kind of want to just talk about then from the dad perspective and everything, like the roles that you guys have played through this. It's been 5 months. We're getting into comp season. For you, David, what do moms know or seem intuitive enough to know about all this that we don't? Where you've seen with your wife stepping in on this versus you, like, how's that dynamic been for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, definitely uniforms, making sure they're dressed the way they're supposed to, how their makeup's supposed to be on, the hair, all that
Can you
kind
do
of
the hair?
stuff, do the high pony.
Can you do it?
I can. She won't let me do it for sure. I think I can get a high pony in there pretty good, but yeah, I mean, that was a big one for sure. And just the choreography, my wife could do all of it. I mean, she knows how to
Really?
do all of it. She's talented when it comes to she could watch choreography one time and know it and have it memorized. So she's got the
What?
full thing memorized. So she can watch Everly and tell her this and that and what she can do. And so I mean, that's definitely her role, is more practicing with Everly and things like that on a regular basis, working on the tumbling. And
Where are you?
Because I
Are
can't
you the
do all
Uber?
that.
The
I'm the
ATM?
Uber. I'm the ATM. I'm like I said, I go to
The
most of
support cheerleader?
I go to
The
most of
support leader.
practices. I'm the one that's
The support animal?
The
that's
sport
my
animal.
job to, be clapping and cheering for her. And, I talk to her about all of her, just other things also, nutrition, rest, making sure she's getting like those kind of things. So she's like, her body is ready to actually
Oh, you're training
perform.
the
and-
athlete portion.
Yeah, that's like I said, there's some
He's
things-
making a beast over here.
There
with
are some
everything.
things that, like I said,
He's
that
the
are
trainer.
universal across
He
all
is the
sports.
athletic
That's what I
trainer.
focus
Have
on.
you got her
is
protein yet?
those things.
Are you getting her into some protein?
She does protein shakes
Oh,
occasionally.
Wow, we're
The
in the
bulk up?
protein
But that's just because
bulking phase.
That's because
Okay.
she likes them. Sometimes
Oh.
she had one up at this the smoothie place up here down the street. She did not like that
One
one.
So
stop?
let me be honest. Are you
Um,
sneaking C4 into these things?
Oh.
No. We haven't quite got there yet.
A little
did- she did
pre-workout
have a
before
little-
practice?
Her pre-workout before practice is like a straw,
Oh, chai latte, right?
like a chai latte or like a Starbucks refresher that just has a
Okay.
little bit. Because I mean, like I said, keep in mind these girls are practicing. It's 7:00 at night.
She's staying up tonight. I'm putting this
Honestly,
C4 in there.
how many kids? How many?
While
There,
the wife's doing the hair, I'm putting the C4 in the water.
I got the water, babe. I got
Wow.
it.
Man, this tastes very lemony today. It
is that-
sure does, babe. I did that specially for you.
is that baby formula? No.
Oh, dads, if you're juicing your
Yeah.
kids. Oh, How many are putting them on peds for the for showcase?
It's never too early.
Hey, they need a big smile. Hey, you need a big smile tonight, really perky and sassy. I'm gonna give you some pre-workout before. Right. I'm not even gonna tell you.
I gotta say, chai latte, start with the refreshers from Starbucks. It's the perfect amount. Get the party going.
What about you? Where's your role, Jeff? And with you and Lauren, are you more? I feel like you're more involved, but is it not? Is Lauren like in it or like? No, what's the dynamic?
Lauren is definitely in it, man.
Okay.
And what's cool about Lauren and I, we both played sports throughout.
She did.
She played hockey. You know what I mean? So we played sports all through our school years, and but she was also a competitive ice dancer, whatever what's that called? Where they ice skater.
We're gonna get comments and people calling in yelling at us.
They're gonna be so cold, nice dancer.
There's a movie about this. I don't know if you've seen the movie. It's a Disney movie.
Into the hockey guy, right?
No, it's a girl who's she's a dancer or a skater, and she needs a scholarship, so they get a scholarship. And they turn her into a hockey player.
The Mighty Ducks?
No,
I thought he was going with Blades of Glory. It's
not Blades of Glory.
I thought he was talking about The Cutting Edge.
No,
that's the movie right there.
I'll find the name of the movie. My daughter loves that one.
Because of that, because she was in the competitive ice dancing. She
figure skating.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
But since she was in figure skating, thank you for correcting me. She's really good choreography as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So she can learn choreography really fast and get Ruby to that point. And with that, Lauren's really good at hair, nails, makeup. So I don't have to do none of that.
Yeah, same.
Which is probably pretty bad because if anything was to happen or Lauren was sick or had to go somewhere,
Cheer's done. Cheer's over.
Yeah, but
Cheer's over.
But that's what I think is cool about this team, and kind of what I noticed at one of our 3-hour practices. We had a girl come in who didn't have the red lips, didn't have her hair done, and immediately the cheer moms jumped on it.
Oh yeah,
they got her the red lips, they got her hair done. Like within seconds, she was done.
In a nice
in
way
the group
too.
chat.
They weren't like they were.
No, it was like a whole team. They just
like,
came through, man.
The cheer moms came through to like a gang.
Leaders showed up,
and they knocked it out, man.
Well,
they got the girl her lipstick in her hair, and I was like, wow, okay, so this is a team effort on the parents as well.
That's kind of like the role also when you go to these competitions. That's what also changes too, because usually there's like a dressing room backstage, right, where they're kind of getting prepped, they're practicing. Obviously, us as guys are not allowed back there, and so that's really where like the wives come in and have to be on top of all that stuff. And I know I'm sure there's single dads out there who have girls in cheer and are not able to do that.
Shout out to the single dads.
That's where that cheer community comes in. Those cheer moms are usually more than happy to help out and do all that stuff as well.
Definitely more than happy to help you out. So I think that's a big thing too, to talk to these single dads and say, hey, if your daughter wants to do cheer, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
If you don't know how to do hair, if you don't know how to do makeup, if you don't know, because these cheer moms will take your daughter and turn them in.
They'll adopt her. They'll bring her in the family, into the gang, into the cheer gang.
And again, it only benefits the team.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the best thing is these girls are not competing against each other. They're competing as a team. They have their spots. There really isn't much moving spots at this point, right? At the beginning, there's a little bit like who's going to get which spots, who's going to be where, but once your spots are set, I mean, it's all about just making each person better at their spots, 100%. And it only helps them for your daughter to be better.
I would say lean in for sure because our team moms are our cheer team moms. Wow, our cheer moms are fantastic. They are obsessed. They are in it. We've got a parent chat. Get involved. And hey, look, David made the first step. I feel like we got to join the group chat because he's in there.
He is in there.
Oh, you got to get in there.
And I get yelled at.
You got to get in there.
I want to get in there, and I'm not allowed. And I'm like, well, David's in there.
I'm adding you. I'm adding you today.
There you go. Oh, yeah, you can.
It doesn't have to be your wife. Anyone can add you.
Really?
They already let me in.
Dave, you got to add us, man.
They made a mistake
already. We're infiltrating
already.
the group chat.
But I feel like we should be Hot Hubs 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, my gosh.
So change this in your phone.
No, because I don't want ranking among us. Then that turns into who's 1, who's 2, who's 3.
I'm 1. So
I'm not even mad at it. I just know that
I'll be 3. I don't care.
That's it. I'm a hot hub. That's it. I'm a hot hub. With the cheer daughter.
I'll take the bronze medal in hot hubness. You know what I mean? I'll take it.
What do you get yelled at for? That's what I want to know. Now that you're the hot hubs, you're coming with the daughters. Still
100%
5 months later, what are you still doing?
What I get yelled at is pushing Ruby too hard. That's 100%
Why do you do
what
that,
I get.
man?
But it's not even, I don't feel like I am doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the problem is that I'm coming from a super competitive atmosphere.
Right.
With high school and college to where that's where I was taught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hyper competitive. I want her to be her best. And I feel like that's where I get yelled at, is that I'm hyper competitive. I want her to be her best, and I'm getting yelled at because I'm pushing her too hard.
That's fair.
And she's too tired. And I'm
yeah.
like, well, buck up. We got to
Buck
learn
up.
this. Let's go.
Take some
But
C4 and
I
let's
think-
go for
I
another
think
round.
That's where I need to step back and realize, hey,
All
man,
right.
she's in elementary school. She is young, and
And she's actually made strides. She's
And
doing
she's made
phenomenal, man.
ton of strides,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like all of our daughters have.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that's something I need to work on
All right.
as a dad, is to step back and say, hey, she does need that rest time.
Well,
you know
because
what I
we
mean?
want them. The biggest thing I think we could do as dads is let them have fun. You don't ever want to take the joy out of the process, the journey, the learnings, the friendships that they'll make. These groups can go on for a long time to say, hey, like, I know you know still some dudes you played football with in high school.
Yeah.
Or even in Pop Warner, you still got a couple dudes that, stuck with you or are friends.
Right.
But it's hard because we're competitive, and I want our girls to win every comp. I want them to look. My biggest thing is they're not tight right now. They're very loosey goosey, as the coaches have said, and they're not like, yo, tighten up, get into it.
Yeah, they're not focused on the
Um,
details.
yeah.
is the hard part.
But at the same time, I just want Bella to have the blast. I want her to
Right,
have fun, enjoy it, and I don't want to be yelling at her or being upset or not let her see that I'm discouraged that she didn't get her sticker or her little animal at the end of practice, because I'm like, yo, why didn't my daughter get one? She was awesome. And then
Right.
it's like, well, as coaches and teachers and
Yeah.
things, you got to spread that love. You got to let everybody feel. But it's like, nah, my daughter's like legit,
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
where ours are. But it's hard with that. For me, my thing that I've been getting corrected on is I say, dip it, clean and dip. So I tell
Clean
Bella,
and dip.
and when she does stuff, I'm like, clean and dip? And she's all, Dad, it's dip and clean, or what? I still
Yeah.
don't know it because I've now made it
Yeah, I
such a
think it's dip
repetitive
and
joke.
clean.
Or the counting, I don't know. My brain cannot wrap my
I can't
hand.
either.
I don't
I've
understand
tried-
the counting.
I
When
three,
I get to
4,
6,
5,
7, that's
Oh,
it.
God, that's
The
it.
whole house
The whole
goes.
house
I feel
is
like
Did
right.
you say 6, 7? That's
I
it.
could be wrong. I feel like they skip numbers. I don't know.
I
Every
think
time I
they
try to
do.
listen to it, I don't understand it. And I wish I did, because again, I wish I could explain it to Everly, because I'm like, I think she gets it 10 times more than I do, and so I wish I could understand it more. But
That dip and
Maybe-
clean and the counting.
maybe we get the
is-
coaches to come on the podcast here and explain it to us one of these.
I would love it.
episodes.
I would love
Come
the
on here
coaches
to
to
kind of
get
explain
here.
it to us.
Yeah.
like
But
what?
you
Yeah.
know what we did get as
Explain this
dads?
to us.
100% what we did get, and it was at the last practice. Facts, clap up, down hit.
Yep.
I'm telling
Hey.
you right now, we were upstairs doing clap up, down hit with the most
Mhm.
beautiful
Listen to this
jumps.
story. You didn't hear this.
Swans.
I saw it.
Swans. We were swans.
To the point
swans
where
up
Coach
there.
M saw our daughters down there, pointed up, and we're like, yo, Dad's got some hops.
Yeah, do you see them? That's where
That's
you
what
guys
you
need
gotta
to be.
do.
So
So,
bring it.
hey,
We got our clap up, down hit, down.
we do. But the women just seem to be they live for this stuff. It's like a playbook built in their head. And I'm like, damn, we're still kind of figuring it out. But I still think we're involved. The girls love it. We make them have fun. We laugh. And I think it's
Yeah.
been good to kind of have that dynamic if you're fortunate enough to have a mom and a dad in the mix.
Mhm.
Single dads don't. The single moms, don't have both parties. But, it's there is a role for everybody being the parent. And I think the number one
Yeah.
rule is just be supportive. Be
Right.
present.
Yeah. And
Be there.
Be a part of the community.
And
the
let
cheer
the community embrace you and kind of help you.
Yeah.
It is okay. We've all helped each other out. I think Lauren helped another mom even give her daughter shoes.
Yeah,
She was going to do an
Lauren
Amazon
gave her some
return and
shoes,
was like,
yeah,
yo, I
here,
got some
take your
shoes.
shoes,
Like,
yeah.
we'll help you.
Yeah.
And
Why
like,
not?
that's the community we're in. So I think that's very cool. Let's talk about the coaches. Coach K, Coach C, Coach M.
Mhm.
I know we've had a lot of thoughts. We've got 3. Why don't you open up, Jeff? What stands out to you about how they coach and what you've seen through these 3 women kind of taking our young girls through this journey?
It's literally good cop, bad cop. It truly is. And we've got 2. We've got one bad cop. We've got one semi bad cop, and then we've got one mom cop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I think it's such a good dynamic to where the 2 are yelling at them, trying to get them, and then the mom cop comes in and is like, hey, you're still doing good. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
So I think the dynamic of our 3 coaches is fantastic. And the fact that all 3 of them are competitive cheer, one of them is a national champion,
Yeah.
World champion.
world champion. Excuse me.
Mhm.
Sorry about that, Coach C. World champion.
Get the title right.
I mean, that'd be like playing football and your offensive line coach played for, I don't want to say the Bears, but like a good team, like maybe the Packers.
You know.
Best O-line in the NFL. Chicago Bears right now.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, like that's the kind. To me, that's the kind of coaches we have, right? And I think I told
Yeah.
you guys, I was here for a private, and we got here a little bit early. And while Ruby was stretching, Coach C was helping out another one of her clients, or another cheer, and she did a flip. And
you were telling me
a
about
round
this.
off into a flip, and just the power and how high she got over the fire extinguisher, man.
That was on the
The
wall.
one that's on the
Yeah.
wall. She
Yeah.
got over it in a flip, and I'm just sitting there looking at her like, okay, well, I guess I'm never talking crap to Coach C ever because she's gonna flip over me and knock me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's.
Well, did you get to go? You weren't there for the coaches'
didn't see the
performance,
coaches
right?
like we did.
So we watched Coach C do like a forward flip, back handspring, and then land on a guy's hand.
On a guy's hand.
On a guy's hand.
That was the land.
Fully
dude.
extended above his head.
And just
One
bam.
hand. Just boom, boom, boom.
Yep. And tight as like
full,
timing and
hand,
tight.
just like boom. No like wobble.
No.
Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, that
world champion.
Yeah. So
World
that was
champ. And
mad
And
respect.
when your girls see that, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we listen to this person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? We're gonna listen to this person who can do a backflip into the guy's hand as he's holding it up.
And then they look over at me. You know, I fell over just sitting there. I
Right.
couldn't even sit up.
I was stuck.
Like
I
this
was
guy.
utterly. The group. I was just like, you all.
That was impressive. Yeah.
Very impressive.
And Coach K was just like throwing people around and
Yeah, Coach K's insane.
She's
her legs and just her.
yeah,
It's just so cool. The three of them,
strong.
like they each serve a piece of the puzzle and make one ultimate great coach
Yeah.
almost, right? They each.
True.
And Coach M, shout out to Coach M. She is the mother. She is the fun
Nice.
one.
Good
She
job.
cracks a smile. Coach C is in your face as you're. Here's the part that
Coach
I
C
can't
brings
get.
the sass for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, I
like-
think all of our daughters have picked up
Fast,
sass.
double check.
Yeah.
Confidence.
I think
check.
all of them have picked up some of that sass,
Yeah.
definitely from
yeah.
Coach C.
And
You can
she'll get
see
in
it.
their
The
face like
team has picked it up.
mid-pyramid or like mid-move.
Yeah.
She's like in there, like yelling at him, sit legs or arms straight, like in their face. And I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't but that's how we were with coaches. I mean,
Yeah.
they'd be right down in there. We're like,
Yeah.
Jeff, get it together. And you're like, all right, coach.
You're all right, coach.
Yeah. Well, and I've
Uh,
had coaches right there, right? They're just like scream and yell and stuff like that. And then you do well, and they're just like straight face, no recognition at all. You know, when our daughters did that performance at the thing and they finished, and they did it like really, really well. All three coaches are, screaming,
Jumped
cheering,
up,
jumped
ran
up,
to the
ran out and met
girls.
them out there, and it's celebrated. I mean, they give it back for sure when the girls perform
Yeah, it's
well.
not just yelling, right? I mean, there's confidence. I
Yeah.
honestly don't see it as yelling at them. I see it as confidence boosting. I
Yep.
truly do.
I do.
It's-
I
yeah.
do.
You know
I
what I
do.
mean?
I don't think the girls have ever come home in tears.
Oh, never.
They're never upset. They're not, like, oh, coach made me feel bad today. It's never, ever. I'm more bothered by it than my daughter is, at least.
There's definitely been some parents, right, that have been
We've had a couple that have stepped into the room and been like, yo, you kind of were a little hard to my
A
daughter.
little
But they were
much,
messing around,
but-
They were goofing off.
I
And they
mean-
got yelled at Showcase. It was not
Yeah.
pretty. It was not pretty, but the girls weren't paying attention. And I think
Yep.
they have to realize that when it's not their turn, they have to pay respects to the other teams going. It is still a collective unit. And they were just goofing off.
Yeah.
But some parents were like, yo, whoa, like, hey.
Yeah, and some of that is just, these generation of parents that are just
These people.
cannot, handle their kids being corrected by somebody
Yeah.
else. So they just, and it's
And there's
it's
a
not,
healthy way to
it's
do
not
it,
easy for sure, but it's like at the same time, it's like I'd rather them do it than I have to do it. To
Right.
be honest, like
Right.
so
Let
it's,
them be the bad guy.
it'd be
that come to
different
me
if they
later,
weren't doing it, but I see it and I'm like, oh, she's doing that wrong. I mean, there's times where I'm like, please yell at her for that
I feel
because
like-
I can't, and I
Yes.
keep seeing her do it wrong over and over again, and she's not going to know unless you guys tell. Because I tell her afterwards, she's going to be like, Dad, they didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
so,
that's it. They're the bench.
so
They're
I
the
mean, like you
bench
said,
mark.
that's what I'm looking for. So
The best part about those when they got yelled at that practice is all three of us were sitting there watching it like
Yep,
we were
we knew it
watching
was
the movie
coming.
Jaws, man. We're like,
we saw her coming.
I was like, oh,
dude,
they're messing up.
they're
Watch this.
coming.
Da, da.
And they ripped them.
No.
I was like, oh, man.
Not one of us did anything to stop it either. We're just like, it's like seeing a car accident. Just like,
nothing,
You know what I
you can't do nothing.
right?
Yeah. Now, as we kind of finish out and talk about, we've got comp season coming up. We're in the middle of December now, right? We'll have our break for Christmas, and then I think it's the 19th or the 20th of January, and we
Right
will
in it.
officially
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the big one where they're graded. They're going to actually know where they rank against other people. How are you feeling about that? You got nerves? You're nervous? You excited?
I mean, of course you're nervous, right? But I mean, I feel like it's excited nerves. You know what I mean? Like I want to see it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see what other teams are doing. I want to see where we rank amongst those teams. And I feel like it's gonna be, sometimes, when you're a football team and you've never played another football team, and all of a sudden you go up against the best football team and you get your head cracked in, you're like, oh man, we need to practice.
Right.
So if they go in there and they get, I don't want to say get their butt kicked, but if they get their butt kicked,
It's good.
maybe it's going to get in
That
their head
early
say,
enough
hey,
too.
we need to
Yeah.
practice a little bit harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe they go in there and they dominate. I don't know. I don't know what the
I
other
don't know
teams look like.
competitive world yet. I still don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I know we did showcase, but I don't feel like that's an accurate benchmark to what comp will actually look like when we go down to a place. It's all day, mind you.
Yeah.
It's not like I also realize that we're there for like 4, 5, 6 hours.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
through this whole day.
And we have to literally watch every team, don't we? And cheer for every team. And
Yeah, they
that
want
kind
to
of
cheer
goes
for all
into
of
it,
them.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just from the dance perspective, right? There are a lot of these competitions for that, and it's very similar. I'm interested to see how it works, because at dance, every kid comes away feeling like they won.
Okay.
Right? Everyone gets some sort of reward. Everyone gets something. And then there's usually some like kind of sleight of hand to let the team know, hey, you were in first place. You were the best one here.
That's insane.
But there's not like an overall ranking where like you got last place type thing. Like there's never that kind of situation. We went to one where every kid got a trophy. I kid you not, was 1.5 feet tall.
Oh, damn.
Regardless of how well your team performed, every single person who performed got a trophy 1.5 feet tall. To the point where like it bothered me, because I'm like, again, it's what I want from this competition is where are we at? Are we good? Are we whatever we at? And it's like it ended, and I thought, I don't know if we're good or not.
Well, I mean, that's a good discussion. Like, does giving every kid a trophy really help them confidence-wise, make them want to be better? Or, hey, I can go be mediocre and get a trophy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
And
Not
that's
in
the
my
hard,
world.
there's a balance
because
at this age, right? That's the hard part.
There is, but like, I'll be really honest about it and open about it. Like, the world isn't that way. The world is will pop you in the mouth when you least expect it. You don't get what's yours.
Yeah.
You will miss a promotion even though you checked all the boxes. You did all the things. Like, that's just how it goes. You practice your booty off for your state championship game and you lost. It happens.
Yep.
But you want everybody to feel like, oh, well, you at least tried, and we're rewarding the try because the bar is so low. People aren't trying anymore. So I get it from that perspective.
Well, and that's what you want from your kids right now is for them to be actively trying, right?
Trying. That's all I want.
To enjoy it and want to come back, because that's how they're going to get better. If we just do this for a year and they lose and they lose and they lose and lose, all season long, she's never going to want to cheer again. It's hard to get them to come back and see that there's a. So it's nice to be able to get some of that little bit of stuff. So like I said, there's a balance. I don't think that every kid should get a 1.5 feet trophy.
No.
Should they
Maybe a 2 foot.
Should they get a little medal? For sure. Medal, you participate in this competition.
You tried.
You obviously worked your butt off for it. You were here. Like those kind of things.
I think that's what those hit pins are for, right? Because
that's maybe what it is.
They get that hit pin. So it's like, hey, even though you guys didn't win, you still hit it. You know what I mean? Like, you did good. Here you go. So it is a confidence boost.
Yeah, I think those are the little things that like help build that confidence, and then say, hey, like, yeah, we didn't get first, but like, we got this trophy, whatever. Like, let's go back and do better.
Let's go back and let's own this.
So I think there's a balance of like, give everyone should. I mean, the other reason why everyone gets something is because we all pay money for this competition.
Well,
so that's the other thing is like each person is paying for their kids
they
to
should
be in
getting
that competition.
Gold trophies.
So everyone's like,
Rolodex at the
I don't want to come back with
gold
nothing.
trophy with like holding a diamond like they held up.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Exactly.
Or a Rolex watch for the parents afterwards.
I'll tell you who didn't get a hit pin this week. My fantasy football team.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Fantasy was rough.
Bucky Irving, I just want you to know.
Pitts
did not help me out.
Pitts destroyed my son's team. He was winning, and then Pitts put up 40 and knocked him out of playoffs. He's out. And
Pitts,
I
I
was
love
like,
you, but you were on my bench. I apologize.
Oh,
I remember you telling me that on Thursday that he was on your bench, so you didn't start him. And then the next day, I saw that he had scored the most points by tight end since 1998 or something like that. I was like, oh man.
Oh, dude, here my situation.
I had to send it to you.
Dude, my situation was I went all year with the most stablest roster that I actually drafted with maybe a move or two. I had Patrick Mahomes all year as my quarterback. Last game of the season, the first round of the players, he tears his ACL. And then later that afternoon,
you don't have to worry about
Williams.
fantasy anymore.
Well, I won, but now I'm in round 2, and I had to pick up Bissett and Purdy. So I've got Bissett with the Cardinals for garbage time. He's getting 12 to 15 points, and then I got Purdy if I need it.
They're playing. Who are they playing this week? San Fran. They playing Cardinals?
No, are they? I don't know who they're playing.
I know they got Bears next week.
Oh, they got you next week?
Bears, yeah, San Fran.
They play the Colts. They're playing the Colts with Phillip
Phillip
Rivers.
Rivers. Yeah, he
With
did
the,
the start.
good old
Let's
Phillip
talk about
Rivers,
Phillip
man.
Yeah.
That was cool to see, right?
It was good to see Phillip Rivers come out there and at least play because I bet against him. I bet for
wow.
I bet for an anytime Seattle defensive touchdown. I bet against
You were
him,
hoping
man.
for the pick six.
I was, dude.
He was hoping
there's
for the
no
pick
way
six.
this man.
or a sack fumble. That's what I thought was
Yeah,
going to happen. I
He
thought
was gonna
you were
get
see
leveled
him
and
get
just-
hit and
yeah.
just let go of that ball. And
He didn't though, man. He came out
No.
like a king.
He did good.
Good. I was impressed.
Well, we'll bring it home. We appreciate you all tuning in with us. I did want to talk and end on, we did it, right? This is episode 2.
Episode 2.
You know, you came back last week after we got the first one out. We took action.
Mm-hmm.
What did you tell me after you did that with your group of friends? What happened?
I talked to my friends and I told them what we're doing and
They were mad.
They were mad. They're like, hey man, we've asked you about 1 million times to be one of these dad podcasts and you won't do it. And I'm like, well, I didn't see anybody bringing out this massive mic and computer and like getting it going. You know what I mean? And my boy Tom had a massive mic and a computer.
Yeah,
He got it going. So
We're here.
I am, man. But I mean, dude, they are hyper stoked for us.
Yeah.
They can't wait to listen to it. And I can't wait for them to hear it and honestly get, feedback from people and kind of, go from there.
I'm
Hear what
excited.
people want us to talk about. You know what I mean?
Well, and I hope the dads realize that, we've talked about this. There's no swag. There's no love for us. There's not a lot of recognition in it. It's the moms. It's the girls. And if you're a single dad, you won't even put your girl in cheer because you're just maybe embarrassed or you feel like you're going to have to do it alone. But it's cool. I thought the wives were really intrigued. They were all talking smack like, the boys finally did it.
Yeah, but then the minute we did the first episode, someone listened a little bit and they want to listen to it. And they're all hyped on it, right?
Yeah.
And I know some people actually listen to a little bit of it from what you sent out and they're like, wow, that's pretty good. You guys are actually, you're talking. And I'm like, what do you think we did upstairs? That's all we did was talk. We got in trouble for it.
All we did was
the
turn
time.
on a camera and
no one tells us to be quiet out.
Yeah,
No.
nobody's telling me to be quiet outside of the gym. You know
Actually, we're actually asking him to be louder.
You can be a little louder.
Because his audio,
Yeah.
if you all could tell, first episode, right? We cleaned it up, but it was a little bit lower.
Hopefully it's higher this time.
Now it's higher. It's like Goldilocks and the Bears. We're just
Yeah.
figuring out which one.
Yeah.
This one's
get
low.
there,
This
though.
one's high.
That was our first episode, right?
But it's been cool, right? The girls
been
are loving it. My daughter is very excited to listen to it and see it come to life, and but also embarrassed. She always is like, "Dad, are you for real? Are you recording?" I said, "I am." I said, "It's all about you." And I think for us, it's going to be very cool, regardless of where it takes off as these episodes come out. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I think it's going to be very cool that they'll go back and be like, wow, yeah, and we got to capture what they were going through, what they felt, what they were seeing through all this, how we were feeling, and kind of, leave that behind.
I think, one of the biggest parts of it, though, is that our daughters are saying that we want to be involved in their lives.
Yeah.
We want to be a big part of their lives. And I think that's where I want to see all dads be involved in their daughter's life because I think
that's it.
even mom and dad's involved in their children's lives. I think it's huge.
Yep.
It's huge for them.
100%.
Yeah, maybe one episode we could talk about that for all of us, because I didn't have that mom and dad, right? I didn't grow up with that, so I was raised by my grandparents, so it's very tough for me to not,
I mean, you can tell. I'm just kidding.
Oh, this guy. And on that note, that is episode number 2 of Cheer Dad Unfiltered. As you know, we just walked through kind of about 5 months in the cheer world for us. The stuff nobody's told us or tells you. Next episode, we'll dive into some cheer myths, drama that's been kind of coming about, and things parents have been whispering about at practice. So we will see you next Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and thanks for joining us this week.
No cap.